And we're back. You are listening to the Talkin' Boxing with Billy C, a radio show. You're watching us on the Fight Now television channel. If you don't have Fight Now on your sports channel lineup, the hell are you waiting for? Call your local television provider and tell them that you want Fight Now. Right now, for all the information about the channel, you can find it on their website, www.fightnow.com. And speaking of now, joining us. Now, you guys, you know her as a reality TV star. I know her as a boxing promoter. Please welcome Nicole Snooki Palizzi. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning.
Thanks for taking some time with us, man. First question, what got you into boxing, man?
Well, my dad actually started Team Snookie Boxing, and, of course, I want to help out my dad as much as possible. He's like my best friend. So just coming on board with my dad with the boxing, also have my name on it because, anywhere where my name goes, everyone's like, what the hell is she doing now? So just to help with my dad, and also to spend more time with my dad because I hardly get to see him now. I'm always traveling. I'm so busy. So, just to have an excuse to be home and be with my dad, I'll take it.
I love hearing that. I have two daughters myself, man, and they better be listening to this interview. That's all I can say. But now, are you a boxing fan, or is your pops just a boxing fan?
My dad is. I never really got into the sport, but I definitely can relate with the boxing, like with the dedication and stuff like that, because I did competitive gymnastics for 8 years, so that was like pretty much my whole life. And then I did competitive cheerleading until I went on the show. So I definitely can relate to the dedication and the hard work, just to succeed in the sport.
No, wait a minute. Dedicated time to the competition. Cheerleading. I heard that's tougher than boxing, man.
Cheerleading is definitely a crazy sport. It's probably harder than competitive gymnastics. You need to be in shape. You need to, do a full routine for like 3 minutes straight. It's really, really hard. People definitely underestimate cheerleading. So
now you guys have one. I know you got a show coming up in May 12th. We'll talk about that in a second. But you have one show already under your belts, right? Didn't you guys do one in Jersey?
What do you mean, Jersey Shore?
No. Didn't you do an Atlantic City show, or was that show supposed to? Wasn't that one of your shows that you guys were going to do? The first one you did?
A boxing event.
I for some reason I thought when I saw the first press release that I read that you were involved in boxing. I talk about boxing.
Yeah, the boxing. Our first boxing event was in Atlantic City at the resort. So I thought you were talking about TV.
Oh no. I when I said Jersey, I didn't mean the TV show. I meant Atlantic City, New Jersey. How did that go? Like, what was your experience with that? Did you find that the business of boxing is something that you're interested in, or is it just something that you put your name on for your father?
Oh no, I definitely don't just put my name on things. I definitely like to be involved 100%. I'm not like one of those celebrities that just puts their name on it just to get money. Like, I definitely like to be involved 100%, and especially since it's with my father. Me and him, we just love doing things together. So I did go to a couple UFC fights before, and this is just more insane. It's more punches, it's more crazier. The crowd was awesome because it was pretty much everybody back from our hometowns, like everybody I went to high school with, everyone I grew up with. They all came out to the event. The fight was awesome. It was really awesome. So I'm very excited to have another opportunity to do another fight.
Now, what did you think? After doing it for the first time, is there some stuff that you learned that you're going to do differently this time in Poughkeepsie, or did everything go smooth? What's your thoughts? Like, what's your honest opinion of the sport of boxing at this point?
Pretty much, it's all about the fans. I feel the fans and how you support the fighter that you want to win. So this event in Poughkeepsie is kind of more of the support for Patrick and all the fighters, and I just want it to be more, I guess, like homebody. Like, I'm a homebody, and I love being in Poughkeepsie. So this event taking place in my hometown, so we're getting my hometown's, the name out there and stuff like that. I'm really excited for that.
Now I noticed that you have a female bout on that card in May. And I actually know the girl that's coming in from Canada. Had you seen female fights before?
No, I haven't. I mean, I saw $1 Million Baby before. I think that was the movie.
Oh my God, that's a tearjerker.
Fighter.
That movie was a tearjerker. I went to that movie thinking that because I know Maureen Shea and she trained the actress that played that role, and I was like, oh yeah, I figured a boxing movie. Clint Eastwood was in it. And I walked out of there with tears in my eyes. That was the saddest movie I ever saw.
Yeah, so I'm actually really, really excited to have some girls on the card because, girl power all the way, and, then maybe they could teach me a couple moves.
Well, what's it like? Like, what do you think going home to Poughkeepsie? Well, that's kind of like your home area. I mean, is that going to be a little more exciting for you that you're going to be so close to home?
Yeah, I'm literally like 10 minutes away from where the event is, so I'm very excited just to be home. I mean, where the event is taking place. I went there all the time growing up. Like, everywhere in the area I used to go to all the time. So just to be home and to, like, just feel normal, I can't wait for that because I'm usually never home. So the fact that this event is at home, I can actually relax and, enjoy the time with my friends and family.
I lived in Dutchess County, a little south of Poughkeepsie in LaGrange, so we always referred to the other side of the river, over the bridge there. Did you guys did you look at us the same way, the other side of the river near Poughkeepsie?
Oh, no, I actually always went to Poughkeepsie. I mean, I was hardly on the other side because there's really nothing to do in Marlboro and Highland and Newburgh, It's everything else is across the river, so that's where I always was.
Hey, I got to ask you a crazy question, and if you spend so much time in Poughkeepsie, you're probably going to know the answer. And I've won bets with this. There's the world's best chili dog place on Smith Street. Do you know the hot dog place I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, all right, forget it then. There's this, like, in a really...
Yeah, I was more into, like, the bars and the clubs.
well, I used to go to the Chance. That was about what I liked back then. I think the Chance is still open, isn't it?
Yeah, the Chance, and, I don't know, it used to be called the Matrix.
Oh, I don't even know where that is.
Mahoney's and stuff like that.
Oh, I know where Mahoney's is, by the train station, right?
Yeah,
Mahoney's.
Not Sam Mahoney's, but like Shadows and stuff like that.
Oh, cool. Well, tell me about the card that you guys are going to have on the 12th. Who's the main event and all that happy stuff?
Patrick is the main event, and me and my dad really feel that Patrick is going to be a world champ, so we're very excited. He's very dedicated. His brothers aren't fighting on this card, but his brothers are with us. So, it's really nice because we have like a family oriented kind of team. I mean, we have the brothers, and then it's my dad and me. So, I really feel like all the boxers are very dedicated, and hopefully they'll kick ass. Now,
did they move over here? I know they're from Ireland, right?
Yeah, Patrick moved actually to Marlboro. We got him like a little apartment in Marlboro, and I think the brothers are going to move over soon.
Now, what's his thoughts of upstate New York?
I mean, he loves it. I mean, he really doesn't know, like, anything else around, the area or even, like, America, I feel. So I feel like he loves Marlboro, even though it's so small.
He's got to get used to, he probably doesn't drink or anything, but he's got to get used to asking for a bottle of beer and not a pint, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, who else is on that card aside from Pat?
We have Chaz, and he's actually like one of the tiny ones. He's really cute, but he can fight. And then I actually met two of the new ones at the event that we went to. So I'm still getting introduced to the fighters, but I mean Patrick's like my main guy.
All right, cool. And after this, not looking ahead, do you guys have anything else in the works?
We definitely just want to do more events and try and get Pat out there and just win more titles.
Now, as far as Poughkeepsie, obviously this is the first time you're in Poughkeepsie. It's a great venue at the Civic Center. I've done shows there myself. Do you think that you're going to return to Poughkeepsie to do a show, or are you going to be looking at other places?
For what, the boxing?
Yeah, for boxing.
Oh, yeah, we would definitely love to do more events in Poughkeepsie, just because, like I said, it's where I grew up, and we always like to keep it, still, like, down to earth and not so, like, in the same aspect of it. I would just like to do more things that are around my area. So definitely, we're going to come back and do more events in Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie's not a bad place. It's a fight town, actually. A little historical thing. Your dad probably knows, but one of the greatest fighters ever, Sugar Ray Robinson, used to come up to Poughkeepsie and fight from the city all the time, man. This was back in the late 30s and early 40s. So I'm not saying your dad is that old, but I'm just saying he knows I'm sure he knows the history of the sport. So Poughkeepsie has a heritage. As a matter of fact, I owned a gym in Poughkeepsie. It was called Snoop's, right on Main Street. I think the sign is still up there. It was right on it was actually the worst section of Poughkeepsie you could find. But anyway, are you guys thinking about doing another show in New York, or for your next one, or you're going to spread out into other states like you did in Atlantic City?
Yeah, I think we definitely want to keep it kind of like tri-state local for now, just because, it's close and, it's still like we're still starting out. So, eventually we can, broaden and actually travel and stuff like that. But I think for right now, we're just looking at kind of local places.
Now, aside from Pat and his brothers and the fighters that are fighting on your card, have you gotten any other fighters that you call, like are you a fan of any other fighters that are out there today since you became a promoter?
Well, we did get invited to the Mayweather fight. I think it's in Vegas.
Yeah, it's in Vegas. It's May 5th.
So that should be interesting. I heard it's going to be crazy, so I'm excited to see that.
That's actually going to be a good matchup. I know Floyd is considered one of the best in the world, pound for pound, but he's in a tough fight against Cotto, so that ought to be interesting. But is there anything else you wanted to add? I know you're a busy person, man.
Oh, no, just relaxing right now. But very excited for the fight, and let it be known that I am not a boxer, because every time I bring up Snooki boxing, people think I'm boxing. I'm like, hell no. I'm just promoting.
Now, what about for fitness or anything? I mean, I know that a lot. I happen to be involved in the sport, and I manage a world champion female fighter, and she trains a lot of women for fitness and boxing and stuff. Have you ever considered doing that? I mean, you said you were into the competitive cheerleading and gymnastics and stuff, and I would think that it's along the same lines in terms of a workout.
Oh, yeah. I mean, once I can do workouts like that with boxing, and, I'm definitely going to go back to the cheerleading and stuff like that. I'm definitely going to do it because, I love to work out and I love to be in shape. So I'm definitely going to try out the boxing.
Sounds good, man. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking some time with us, and I wish you all the luck in the world in everything that you do. We love you over here, and I'm up in Lake George now, so we love you up here, and we'll be looking forward to you next time. Good luck with your show, and please keep us informed because we'd love to have you back.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye.
That's Nicole Snooki Palizzi, and she's now a boxing promoter. Of course, that's what she's doing on this show, man, because we deal with boxing people, So glad to have her. Make sure you get your tickets for May 12th, Poughkeepsie Civic Center. The main event is, like she said, Pat of the Highland Brothers are going to be fighting as the main event. Now, there are some other fighters on there. I do know a heavyweight that's on that card, Detroit Jones, undefeated. I think he's got like 5 fights or something like that. So make sure you get some tickets for that. Our very own Dax Khan is going to be ringside covering that fight. So, hey, listen, I got to take a break. We'll be right